Hey there, 8A classes, Coach Michaelis here. I can't be with you today. I apologize for that, but I do have a sick daughter again. And I'm going to send you a couple messages here about the stuff we have going on, and then we'll get talking about the Byzantine Empire and get you rocking and rolling on today's assignments. Alright, I know you're looking at the calendar. Here, but first we're going to talk about your grades. The grade report that you get today to fill out student progress forms for Parent Conference Day in just a minute. When you look at those grades, you will see that your test grades look a little different. 1A classes, this doesn't count for you because I started doing this after I'd already inputted your grades. Sorry, I just had this thought afterward. But the rest of you, when you look at your grades, you're going to see that your test grade on the second test has gone from a 71 to a 71.59 or something like that. All that means is that on that test you got a 71 and it replaced your other test grade, which was a 59. So now you can see both of your test grades in one box. If that doesn't make sense to you, then you'll just need to come in during tutorials sometime so I can explain it. Next, I need you to stop whatever you're doing, including looking at me, and look at the board over there in the big purple thought bubble and read what's due next class on Friday regarding your essay. All different parts stapled together. If you type it, read the rules on typing your essay. If you handwrite it, read the rules on handwriting your essay. Make sure that all of those are done and ready to go when you walk in the door on Friday. If any of that's confusing, or if you've been struggling getting your paper written, log on to the Learning Hub, email me. You can email me excerpts of your paper if you'd like, and I will do my best to respond and give you advice and help you out. Hopefully I'll be back at school tomorrow, and you can come by in the morning and check on that. After school tomorrow, Coach Reedy will have tutorials. You can also go to him and get help tomorrow after school, or you can email me, like I said, and I'll do my best to get back to you in a timely manner so that Friday when you get to school you come with your essay ready to go, the other parts all filled out and ready to turn in together. Okay, moving on. You are now looking at the student progress form, and Mr. Vaughn is going to pass these out to each of you, along with a progress report or a student grade detail. Basically, it's going to show you all your individual grades for first 6 weeks, and you're going to fill out this progress form based on your grades from first 6 weeks. It's very simple. You'll notice that the 4 rows look very similar to the college readiness rubric up there on the board. If you want to take a look to compare, the 4 columns basically are how well are you doing in each of those areas. All you're going to do is highlight where you feel like you are performing in class in each of those categories. So if you feel like you are doing an excellent job of being on time and getting your work turned in on time, then you're going to highlight that box. On the far right, you'll notice a column that is basically going to give you places to suggest ways to improve your performance if it's lower in that particular category. Keep in mind, I am not going to look at this unless we are sitting together with your parents on Monday. It's not for a grade, so this is a good time for self-reflection. Be honest with yourself and grade yourself accordingly, and then make suggestions to what you need to get done. Looking at the back here, you'll see that we've now moved on to specific grade categories, types of grades that you'll get in class, and same columns. Rate yourself accordingly, this time based on your academic performance. On the right, you'll see a column for mastered or not mastered. On the far right, you'll see another column for topic. What this is, for example, Unit 1, the Ancient River Valley Civilizations, if you feel like you've mastered the assignments that go with that category from Unit 1, then you would put mastered ARVC. If you didn't master something in Unit 2 for classical civilizations, then you would put NM for not mastered, and the topic would be Unit 2. At the bottom here, you'll see a place to write down your strengths and weaknesses, another checklist to help you with the academic concerns you might have, and then this is important. At the bottom of the page, you are going to sign that you have filled this out, but you are not going to get a parent signature today. You're going to turn that back in right now when you finish, and if your parents come to parent conference day on Monday, they will sign that day after you have explained this form to them with your grades. So finish filling it out. You're going to staple your grade report to this page, and we are going to keep it until Monday, when hopefully your parents will come in and give us a chance to meet and discuss what's going on with your grades. Alright, so let's talk Byzantine Empire. Start shifting gears here. You are looking at a map of the Roman Empire after it was divided into the Eastern Roman Empire and the Western Roman Empire, and after Constantine moved the capital from Rome to Constantinople. It was called Byzantium, but of course, as all good emperors do, he renamed it after himself to Constantinople. So, the purple shaded area, the Eastern Roman Empire, this is very easy. The purple area is the Byzantine Empire. It's just the Eastern Roman Empire renamed because they're going to form their own identity, so they go with their own name. And the area on the map that is modern day Turkey was called Byzantium at the time. Some other important cities that we can highlight on the map: Athens, right there, that we've talked about quite a bit so far. You also have Alexandria down here in Egypt, that Alexander the Great named after himself, where the big library was that Caesar eventually burns down. You'll also see, because the Roman Empire is going to deal with the spread of Christianity, and as you're going to find out, the Byzantine Empire is also going to be heavily related to and founded upon Christianity. You'll see important cities like Jerusalem on the map here, and then cities like Ephesus, which is where we get the book of Ephesians, Corinth, the book of Corinthians. These are all named after cities as Christianity spreads, and that's why you see them on the map. And then probably most importantly, especially for my 3A class, my soccer players, you'll see over here in the Western Roman Empire, Braga, Barcino, which is Barcelona, Valencia, all of which soccer powerhouses that played and won today in their Champions League games, for what that's worth. So what does all this mean? Well, essentially what you need to know, if you look at the essential question for today, this will be for the next 2 days, what we're going to take a look at is when the capital shifts from Rome to Constantinople, the power is going to shift from the Western Roman Empire to the Eastern Roman Empire. And the Eastern Roman Empire, even though they're going to bring a lot of Greek and Roman tradition with them, are going to eventually form their own identity, become what is known as the Byzantine Empire. And then that identity, as you'll find out, is even going to spread further east into Russia and start to provide some of the foundations for the nation known as Russia, and where they get a lot of their traditions as well. So that's the importance of the movement from Rome toward Constantinople and the buildup of Constantinople as the center of the Byzantine Empire. And along the way, we're going to talk about a guy named Justinian and his law code, his wife Theodora, and the rebellion that they put down between the blues and the greens. We're going to talk about the church, because they play a huge role in what's going on throughout the lifetime of the Byzantine Empire, and especially the Great Schism. We're going to have the first split in the church. We're going to go over that, and all the things that surround that split in the Christian church. Alright, so let's turn you loose on these 2 activities you have today. The first up is an atlas activity. That's in your BOK. You'll need the green atlases from the front of the room You have about 15 minutes to work on those, and then you're going to get the answers, go through the correct answers. Remember, your grade, though, is based on the college readiness rubric on the board, so make sure that you are participating and that you are not having to be told to be quiet, get back to work, all those things. The second activity is a mind map, which is also in your BOK. That is going to be a place where you take notes based off of some readings that you're going to get. The readings are a little bit longer than the Atlas activity stuff you're going to look at, but they're pretty simple readings. I don't think you'll find any difficulty with what you're asked to do. If you are struggling to figure out what to take notes on and how to use your mind map, start with the questions at the end of each section of the reading. Those provide a good basis for what you need to write down on your mind map. Okay, so go ahead and get started on your Atlas. Mr. Vaughn will give you some time to finish that, and then we'll grade it, and then you guys will move on to the readings. Remember, homework is finish your essay and have all that stuff that's on the board over there ready to turn in on Friday. See you Friday.